Welcome to another episode of Geoma City Building. So, in this episode, I'm gonna show you how you can actually make the traffic issues go away by analyzing the traffic. And to do so, I found out that we should care about our industrial zone in here, which basically has a lot of traffic going on there. And I'll show you some things I already did. And then we care about some of these traffic issues we do have in here. So it's all flowing pretty well, but if we show on the overlay for traffic, we see we do have quite a lot of red zones in here, and we're now going to try to solve some of them. So one thing, first, how do you actually approach fixing the traffic? So the first thing you do in order to have the traffic go smoother or make it better in a way is to analyze how all this traffic is actually coming and where all this traffic is actually wanting to go. So we do have a couple issues in here. We do have we do have a couple of fishing harbors up here and over there, and we do all get these fish, and all these fish is coming to that fish factories in here. So the fish factories currently are arranged in some sort of loop, so all the fish the fish trucks are going in there and can deliver their fish to those buildings in here, and then they go back to their respective harbor. And there is some problems with the trucks. They're all clogging up. There's not too much you can do about that one, because they decide for whatever reason that they won't use the second lane in here. Looks like there's not too much you can actually do with that. So one good thing about it is whenever they're finished with whatever they're doing, they actually decide to use the left lane, which is pretty nice. So they can go over there and reach the roundabout, come out there, and go over there. So there is a bypass road actually, and this bypass road actually goes over there. So it's still not very ideal because we do have two issues. First issue, that one is pretty close. So let's look at the truck. Where is he going? He's exporting the fish. So he's actually going to go to the highway, then he's going over there, up over there, and then going to the highway. So okay, that's pretty nice. So we do have these trucks going to the highway, and one issue they have is they have a very the corner is very sharp, so they have to slow down a lot. So it would be much better to actually have those trucks to go in a better angle in there and then go over there. We won't have any chance to make a bypass road because we're basically already with buildings on both sides, so there's not much we can do. And also this road in here is actually pretty busy anyway because of all the garbage processing. So one thing I think we should do first is rearranging some of those roads to actually make it easier for the trucks to basically enter the roundabout, and also have a shorter path to actually use the bypass over there. And another issue we do have there, we do have a fish factory here, and the trucks tend to enter that fish factory right about there. So they're blocking a lot of roads just to go in here. So we might change that as well and making that entrance somewhere else. So the first thing we do is we're getting rid of that tunnel because we don't need that one anymore, and we get rid of that one as well. And what I want to do is actually have a small road going right into there, and to do so I'm going to move that one, I think somewhere around there should be good. And then I can't go in here for whatever reason. That road is not going, I think that road is going to try to be elevated, and those one-lane roads can't be elevated for whatever reason. It's now it's working. So we can have that road in here, and now I want to have here so they can actually go. I can't use the one-lane road unfortunately because we cannot go underneath with those. They cannot be elevated, they can be nothing. So we do have unfortunately use a normal road for that, and we don't have a one-lane road, so I'm going with a two-lane road up here. And this two-lane road is actually going, and another thing, we do have some industry buildings in there, and you do see quite some issue is because when the truck is actually coming like this, let's expect this truck is coming to this industry. So what is going to happen is that this truck finds the closest entrance spot to that industry, and that might be right on the roundabout. So the truck decides to turn around there and blocking all the traffic because he wants to deliver to that building. So we should get rid of that buildings. So let's get rid of those, and I want to have a road in here, which is actually, let's remove this zone as well, we don't want that. And then we will have some road going down here, so I'm putting that down to around, I don't want the guidelines. I want it around to be here and coming up to that road, and hopefully we can get it somehow. No, we can't, so we're going to remove that piece. Yeah, and it's not too easy to remove the pieces now, so maybe we need to replace that road into that first. And hopefully then we can go to -12 and go there in a straight line. No, here we go, that's what I want. So we do have some quite weird issue like now. So I'm going to remove that road because I'm not sure what's exactly. Yeah, that looks much better to me. I think we need to change. Oh no, we did something wrong. I have one thing activated which I actually didn't want to have activated. So I'm going to remove that road again. Come on, go away, go away. Give me the bulldozer. Yeah, here we go. And now I have to place that one again. That's a little pullback, but no problem. We'll solve that shortly. Go to -12 and go up there. So we do have that thing sorted, and then I want to have that road arrow back again. So let's use that one. And there's some weird connection points now. Not totally sure which is the right one. Yeah, looks like this is totally okay. So now that one thing, and we need to change the direction here. And I don't want that type of road. I think I'm going for the normal. Let's go for the normal road. That's not looking very good. So the transition to the other road type isn't very good. So let's fix that one up. So and now we go underneath. We have to remove these old road. Let's get rid of the old road. We all want to have that. And also, what I want is I want to have the other down road go there. So don't go here. It's too close to the actual factory. So I think it's better to actually have that road situated somewhere around there. So we go underneath here and try to come up right around here. So we may want to have the road guidelines there. That was not completely correct what I did there. So let's do that again. I wanted it to be, so now I have to get rid of those again, because I do want to be in the grid. I'm not sure, is that the correct? Yeah, it is. So I want to be of -12, and then I'm going up to here, and it should be straight, but I'm better using the road guidelines. Here we go. And then up here we go, and we go over there. So that's just one thing with it. We will change that road later on as well, because I don't want to have a cross-section over there. So I do want to have the plain road where the trucks can actually traverse over there. So this road is going to move as well. Because most of the revenue come from over there, and they're not allowed to come from the left side, I think we don't need them to go on the left side right now. We will see if there's some traffic trying to actually. Well, we could just use the overlay. Let's use that overlay over there, and then you select the road, and then you can see we do have very few cars actually going from there. It's just one. But all other cars are actually going from the other side. So I think we can safely assume that we don't want the cars to cross over there. And I think what we can do is actually, if they want to go from that road and turn left, we give them a bypass underground, and that will connect to that road. So that's what we're going to do later on. So we do have that one, and then we're getting rid of that one. Let's get that away. And I think we're safe to say this could be a very good solution. So I'm not sure what's going to happen now, if this is going to look very good or nice, but I think it's going to work somehow. It's not ideal. It's not really ideal. So all the cars coming there, they may have struggle choosing the right lane in here. So I'm not too sure, but we'll see if that's a good idea. We're letting it like this right now. But we may want to actually use that and make that more smooth. So this may not be the ideal place to do right now. So we do have that. So we still need to connect the underground road over there. So let's go ahead. We do have the road guidance enabled, so I can have a smooth. Yeah, one problem we do have is it will not snap there, because we do have a road over there. So maybe I don't want to have to snap on. It's not going to snap in here, so we're just using some. And it's not ideal anyway, because we're going to move that around. We'll move it later on. So let's get the snap on again. And I want you to snap in there. Come on, snap that one. Yeah, here we go. And we have a width from about. The width is around. Yeah, it's 9. So we're going to have a corner of 3, maybe a 5. Let's get with a corner of 5. And the road guidelines are annoying again. So you have 4, 5, and 5, and the next road is going somewhere around there. And now we do have that thing, and we can actually move that a little bit over there. Straighten that up a bit, so we do get some rounder shape with the movie tool, and that's basically it. So we do have now an overpass over there. So all the cars, all the trucks coming from the fish factory now have a very cool way to hopefully reach the factory area, and they will not stop there in the middle of an intersection. And we do have also that one. And so they are actually able to use now. What you also need to check is that the distance between those spots over there isn't too big. So I think we're going to get rid of that node over there, like this. I'm getting rid of that one and making this road node new. You may not want to do this if you don't have the movie tool installed. So we do have there some issues we have connecting because it's deactivated. Here we go. And now I want it to be like so, because we do have the movie tool and I can change the shape later on to whatever I want. So, and we now have a fucked up, oh sorry, I said the bad word. We now have completely destroyed the roundabout over there, and we're going to fix that somehow. Let's see if we can get this one fixed. So it looks like a roundabout again. Not too sure about it. So I think this has to go somewhere around there. No, I'm not able to fix that. So I'm not very good with that. I'm really not good with that. Come on, go. Let's line this there, and we get this one over there, so they can go over here. And I think it should be somewhere around there, like something like that. That should be good, and now we should be able to align that one a little bit better. Yeah, it's not too pretty, but I'm not actually sure where it should go. So yeah, more or less, I think that's okay. I think it should be somewhere around there. This should be somewhere like so, and yeah, that's much better. Yeah, that's much better. But we do get some weird drawing stuff over there. So we can't have it exactly like I actually want it because of that glitching over there. Not too sure how to fix that now. We could do, I don't know, like this. This is okay. I'm totally fine with that. So we do have that issue. If we now start the game again, we do have some issues. We have these cars actually going. I'm not sure that there's something with the ground. Something's wrong here. But yeah. So, and now we're coming to the normal things like the traffic manager. We're setting up the lines. And we're setting that the left lane only goes over there, and the right lane only goes over there. It's just one thing. And then we do the same thing for that one. So this lane is going over there, this lane is going over there, and this lane is going over there as well. And that one is just going over there. So they have a little bit of road to actually decide what happens there. And then we're trying to check that there's only one lane actually used for those. There's another label allowed to change, to go to the right, and that should basically it. So another cool thing we're going to do now is actually introducing the node controller. So if you use the node controller, and you can just add a corner offset and making all this a little bit smoother. We do have a tree on the road, not sure where that comes from. So, and we just do that everywhere. Just be careful if you have the nodes too close to each other. That could lead to the cars actually breaking down pretty hard. So you may not want to have that smoothed too much. If the actual nodes are, you see the problem up here. Because we do have some nodes in here. I think we're not sure where it is. So this is too close with the nodes. And therefore it's not going to work pretty well. So they're trying to break around, and you need to lower the corner smoothing. I'm just looking for any issues with, no, this is everything completely correct. So you see this one, they're slowing up pretty harsh, and that could be because of the node controller. So if you set this down to 20, you immediately see they are all going much faster now. And maybe let's try 80. I think 80 is still okay, and we have a little bit of rounding. So this happens, if you can see here the lanes over there, if you have this moving too much, the lanes will disappear. And when that happens, the nodes actually interlock with each other and the cars get a problem with going there with proper speed. So we do have that thing solved. And I think they all can pretty nicely go over there. Yes, they can. So now we have that issue. And again, we're using the node, we're using Traffic Manager to actually tell those people to go there. And this one to go there. So they only use that lane, and they are going to use that lane. Okay? So now they don't interfere with each other in... Yeah, they do interfere with each other, because I can't make... actually make a one-lane road, which I would actually love to have, but it's not going to work. So, and actually we did have made a traffic light over there, which I don't want either. Go away. So with that one settled, we need to have the lane there. So one lane is actually going to go over there. And the other lanes all go over there. So they are only allowed to use that one lane over there. And I'm not allowing those cars to actually go over there. Not yet, at least. We do have some trucks, and they have to find a different way. So what we could do is actually we could make that one away and let those guys actually use that road as well. So we're going to... Now we do have there some issues because all the cars are now re-evaluating their paths, and it needs a little bit of time until they have done that. So that one issue we have solved there. We cannot really see if we made any progress because it's all pretty red still, and it will stay red. There's no way around that. It will just stay red because there is just a high amount of traffic and the traffic has to go there. So what we did now is we have made them an overpass so they don't clog up the roundabout, because all they do is they use the bypass road to actually move over there, and it's a lot of trucks. Otherwise all these trucks has to go through the roundabout, and they don't want to because they would have to take the whole roundabout to actually come over there. So with the bypass, that's actually solved. And yeah, they do have to break around a little bit. Now maybe it's better to actually bring that lord down. Why is you standing still? Why are you standing there? So I want to see if... No, there's no reason why you actually stopped there. Not sure why you did that. Oh, because there's a traffic light. What? Why is there a traffic light? So can you please make no traffic light? So now the traffic light is gone. Is there any other traffic lights? No traffic lights up here. There's a tree. Let's get rid of the tree. There's another tree, and we don't want the trees there. So we have solved that, and we can even make this prettier. We are moving that one around, which I'm not going to do now. What I personally like is to pull that tunnel and turn all over to actually end like somewhere over there. I could do the same like here, but I'm not going to do that right now. So we do have that one solved, and we could do all the line markings, which I don't want to do right now. And we have the second problem is over there. So all the cars actually delivering the fish to these factories always need to go back again. So what they currently do is they take this road, turn around all the roundabout, and then they go in there. So what we can do here as well is actually make the same what we did over there and giving them a bypass. And we can make this really fast, I guess. So let's build this up really fast, making the one-lane road somewhere around there. And we don't need the rounding there, I think. So what I'm trying to do is actually find some spot I can actually place the road. It's not allowed because it's still trying to make a bridge. I don't want it to be elevated actually, so let's make this not elevated. Now we can have this road, and then we're going to remove that road because we're planning to actually go over there. Now we need to see if we have that room left for... No. We do have some buildings in the way, which is not ideal. So I want to go somewhere. What shall we do? Maybe we're just moving that away. Let's move that over there, and I think we're going to move that one over there as well. Let's see if we now can place a road, because no, we can't, because the quay will be in the way. I made this mistake again, because if you have the quay already placed, the game forces you to stay away from the quay. That was a nice rhyme. Should be rapper. So what we need to do right now, I think we're just moving using the movie tool, and therefore we're just moving using that road, and I'm going to connect that road over there, and we're using move it to actually move everything around, and I'm going to change the direction of that. And you should be a one-way road as well. Let's do that, change direction, and now we're using move it. And we should be able, hopefully, to actually move that one around to somewhere. Okay, the straight piece would be there. That would be very close to that last. Yeah, that's very close. So maybe we can move everything a little bit over, like just a little bit like so. We can actually put them all together. I'm not sure why they are on different heights now. They shouldn't be though. So yeah, we just move them all around. There's no reason why they should be spaced. So we just put this overall, all coming over. And we can't have those over there. So what we could do basically, can we put those somewhere else? We could put one there. So one could be there. Doesn't need to be anywhere else, and now we hopefully can actually move that over there. Yeah, that's good enough. It's actually that's okay. So I need to connect the lines again. Don't be scared about the lines, what you see now, because well, actually we have a mod installed which actually frees us from the need of making pipes everywhere, which is just a boring process. I'm not really sure this if you need that sort of entertainment where someone is actually doing nothing else than just placing lines. So I think that's pretty good. Is that straight? It's not totally straight, but I think it's good enough. And we do have also the problem with those buildings. We don't want those there. And I think we don't want those there either, and make the bypass road actually fit quite snugly in here as well. So I think we're going for the line tool and connecting that one up. And I would really love to have a straight road, and that should it be. So that should be a straight road actually, and I'm going to use it like this because I like these transitions a little bit more. And I didn't, of course I did a mistake, because what I actually want is I want to go underground like there, and then we change the direction over here. So we did that one. We do have that go there, and then we need to have a bypass for the cars to actually join in there. And I'm going to think that this isn't very nice to look at. So what I'm actually going to do. What is you? Are you some special? You are a taxi depot. Okay, you can be there. And we do have some service buildings in here. Let's go away. Let's go there. You will be very happy there as well. So I'm going to making this one maybe. Well, we could actually make a roundabout over there, a small roundabout to divert the traffic even more. So how would we go about that one? So we would go like, I think what we're first going to do is we're connecting that road up. Let's make a normal road. Let's do this over there, and then we should be able to connect that one over there, and that's basically it. And then I'm going to use, come on, give me the bulldozer, and then I'm going to use the roundabout builder, and that should let me build a roundabout over there. That must be a very small roundabout because we're having to interfere with that one fish factory. So that how no, that's way too small. So we cannot have a roundabout that small. That's not going to work. So, okay, I think we're not going to do a roundabout over there. So what we're going to do is we make a normal road. And I think I'm going to place that one over there and then connecting that one up. So that's one thing to do it. And now we're going to move another road to go from there in some 90 degrees or something to go over there and go -12. So I think we're going to do that. So that will be very good. So like this, and now we can just connect those roads in the underground somewhere. Let me please give me the underground view. There it is. And then we should be able to hopefully make some rounded corner over there. Not too sure. No, it should be round. Maybe this one. There you go. It's something. It's not very. It's not. Yeah, but it's a bypass. No one sees it, so it's very hidden. they won't even mention and not, so it's very, very secret. And now we need to change the road, the direction, and that's basically it. We do have a very nice intersection over there. Now I'm going to remove the passenger ways because I really don't want them here, and then I'm setting up some road rules, because that one, I'm not sure, are you, yeah, you are a one-way road with no markings at all, so I want to have that one a one-way road as well. Let's make this a one-way road, because you have to be a one-way road. You are a one-way road, I think you should be a one-way road as well. There should be no car going in. Oh, no, there should maybe a car going in, so do not make that a one-way road. And can we actually, yeah, that's not looking too good to me, so I'm not too sure. How can we check that one? So yeah, it's not ideal, so we should have seen. If I place that one there, I think it will still connect over there. And maybe we do it like there. Maybe do this one, so we don't have a two-way road in here. There are only cars coming out, and there are only cars going over there, because the only reason is to reach that storage warehouse, whatever it is. Okay, so we do have that one. And I think it already has placed these things pretty well. We're still using it like so. So they're using the right road, and we can do the same over there. So they only go over there, and this one goes straight only, wherever he wants. And that should be it. There's no traffic lights. Maybe, but not totally sure if they should use only to turn right, but it looks like it works. So we do now have some diverting traffic over there. They can use the bypass road, and that's basically it. So hopefully, why is there slowing down? So I think we need to have some traffic rules in there. So you are going to have the right of way, and in order to fully let that work, I think we're going to, no, it's already there. So why is that so slow? Why is that so slow? Something's wrong. Yeah, we do have, not too sure why that's going to be so slow. Let's add the node control. Oh yeah, there you see there is some node directly in between there, and that's the problem. I can't even delete it. So there's a small node inside here, and it's so close somehow that you even cannot select it. This is the node from the harbor, because they come with the roads, and I think I cannot move those with the movie tool. So what I have to do is actually, sorry to say, but I have to remove that road. And there's this little piece, you see, that this little piece is so close together that the cars tend to slow down a lot by this road. So let's remove that road and make that road in here, and that problem should be solved now. No slowdowns anymore. Look at it. And here we go. Here we go. He had some moment of thinking, but basically he did go over there without stopping too much. So he's going to move over there. That's pretty nice. You could still use the node controller to make that look much better, like this one. And you see, it's so easy. You just click a button on the node controller, and you basically have a very nice looking road, and that's basically it. That's a very cool feature which should have been in the main game anyway, but for whatever reason it was not. So, but we have very cool people making perfectly working mods to making life much more easier for us. So we do have hopefully fixed that issue, and there should be a lot of traffic going through there, and maybe you could think about making these roads a little bit bigger. I think I have the room to, but I need to move all roads more to the inside and all that stuff. Not too sure about how to solve it. So about this one, this is another very problematic traffic hotspot over there, because we do have the train cargo coming here, and all the cars bringing cargo to the train actually go to this roundabout, and we already have made a bypass road over there, so that all the cars don't need to use that road. They can just go over there, and most of the time this works pretty well. We do have some issues with all the cars going here to the right, but coming out from here, because we do have a lot of traffic in here. If we pause the game, we can just see where do this car want to go. This car wants to go right over there. So it could be a solution to actually make another bypass road for the cars coming from here to get directly over there. And the reason is currently they are just stopping out all the traffic coming through there and want to go there. So if they don't need to go through the roundabout, that's a plus for the overall traffic. So maybe we should aim for that as well and making another bypass for go here. So we do have some storage building in here which I actually don't really want to have there, but for whatever reason it happened up to be there. Maybe we could get rid of that one and place the building over there, but we have a lot of truck traffic in there. Isn't there something in there? Yeah, they do have commercial zones in there. Yeah, definitely should move that one. What are you? You're a boiler station, and I think the boiler station can be somewhere else. So I don't want to have the boiler station over there, so let's bring the boiler station somewhere else. And we just need to connect some pipes to it, so it's not bring any warnings up. So, oh, I'm sorry, I did this in the microphone. Hopefully you're not deaf now. I'll try to not do it again. So, okay, where do we were? So we were there and just need to see where is all the train going on, because there's a train line down here and we cannot interfere with the train line. So let's maybe just move the train line over a little bit so it's not in the way of our soon to go. Can we actually move that one? Yeah, we can. But I think we cannot move that one too much, so I'm going to move that one a little bit out, like so. And that should be nice. Let's do just like so. Yeah, it's a little bit wobbly, but it will serve our purpose. So now we can make our bypass road, and this will be somewhere around there. Let's make a road over there. Get rid of that. No, get rid of that. Come on, go away. So we do want to have the bypass road being here, and you start at -12. Let's bring this up to somewhere around there, I guess. And then we're going to have it connected to somewhere around here, and hopefully not interfering too much with our train stop. Because I don't want to have the train... Yeah, like the train stop, it's another thing you may have an issue with train traffic. What I did here is actually I replaced the default train track, which has the switch over there, and now every train coming in from there, and every train is coming in from there, have to go in there, then have to go around with this one-way track and leave there. So there's no intersection there, and it's much better for the trains. Hopefully you understand what I meant. So what are we doing now is we're moving that around to have that one a little bit more, and then I move that one over here. Yeah, so like this. So it just ends up being stuck with that one. And then we have got some traffic lights I don't really want, so let's get rid of the traffic lights over there. And I'm going to use the node controller now for this entry, and let's see how far we can actually move that one to get it a little bit more better looking. I think that's nice. I think that's okay. We just need to make sure not to interfere with the and for whatever reason some trees appeared right there. I'm not really sure where all these trees coming from. So then there's some issue. I think the first thing I recognized that some trees are popping up randomly was when I used road anarchy with that piece, with that disabled, with toggle road collision disabled. And then I started to see trees appearing all over the place. Not sure why exactly that is, and also not sure why this is not on the top of the road. So maybe I want to have that fixed again. To object height, yeah, like so. So we now do have that one, and I want to go even there and remove. No, not working. So node controller, no junction markings. It's much better. And for that one, I do want to have the one-way road for that one and for that one as well, and turning that around. So we do have that thing sorted. They now can actually go over there, and we do have severe traffic issues with this bypass already. Look at that. That's an issue. So what we should that's hard to solve actually. So we do have 3 lines going over there, but for whatever reason all cars actually decide to only use one of those lanes. So maybe we should change that one later on, so all the cars are actually using the right lane coming from there. So as we want to have that road actually end in this road as well, we should care for that, because we have to decide, shall we actually find a way into that road, the main road, or shall we first collect these cars in this road? And Yeah, I think we're going to go into this road because it makes us more easier. This will be too much intersections on a too close space. So let's try it first with having the road to go underneath. Oh, we do have a one-lane road. I just saw this. Yeah, we can use a one-lane road, of course. Let's do this over there. That's another thing you can actually do, is use the ramps. The ramps made very perfect one-way roads. So let's use that over there. And the other thing they have, which is pretty nice from those, is that they're actually more speed. I mean, you can just change the speed of the normal roads and made 80 or something. Well, that's pretty working out. So yeah, we were there. What I actually wanted to was to make a bypass road to make the finish, so there all the cars can actually use that road to come over there. So we don't want to have that one right now, and I think we're going to. Let's see, where should we actually go to find a way underneath? I think this is pretty good. We're going to go there. Did I just remove? What's that? Is that the railway? Yeah, I did just interfere with the railway, so we're going to move the railway a little bit away, a little bit more over there. So let's do it like so, and it should go over there. So I think that's okay. The train can pass there. Yes, everything's alright. So now, let's go with the road now. That should be easy, as easy like connecting to somewhere like there. Where is actually the... no, it wants to connect to the upper road. Come on, gimme, no. Once in a time, you shall give me the right. No, it's not going to happen, so okay. Okay, if you decide like that, I'm going to decide like that. Without road guidelines, and deciding that around. Come on, snap, like those. And then I'm going to use that one. And connecting into that road. Hopefully with 180, like that, like a boss. Look at this. I hope it did snap, because I have the snap deactivated. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. So we're going to remove that one. So we do have that road, and I'm not changing that road to that sort of thing. Yeah, that one is good. And that train is not ideal. Yeah, I have to fix it, sorry, I have to get that one right. It's not going to do much good otherwise. So let's give it a little bit over and make that one like so, and that's going to be quite so. Okay, that's enough. So now we're going to replace it with the ramp actually. So we have that one is going to ramp, and you're going to be a ramp, and you will be a ramp as well. So we have that one, and I think it's better to have that run up there to now be a 2-lane road. So what we now can do is we do have the bypass, which is currently no one's actually using, which is not bad. And now we do the same magic with the road again. So actually this one is going over there, this one is going over there, and I want to have this actually go here, and this only go there, and that's basically it. And now what we do want to have, we want to have this road go over there, and this road go over there. Oh no, not there, over there. And this road is going over there as well, and this one is going over there as well. But I think the other lane is not really used from anyone. So we do have that thing sorted. And we do have a pretty nice bypass. One is already using it. Look at that, how many are actually using it? Not so much people actually, so why are you turning around? Where are you coming from? What are you going to do? So why are you deciding to come out of the roundabout and use that route? So I'm not allowing that for you. Man. You need to go straight there. And you can go straight there. You can also go straight there. And you can go straight there. And you can go down here. And you can go, yeah, maybe there. And you go there. And you cut now. Don't talk in the comments about the lane mathematics. I'm placing that on a 4-lane road anyway, not because and the 4th lane is never used, but it's more for me, it's a thing of the looks. I just don't want to have a different, it's just too much hassle to make it look good later on. So I'm just sticking with that road, and I think that's not ideal. I think I have to allow them to go straight as well, because when they come up from the harbor, what actually happens is they cannot change the road. Yeah, see? That's much better that way. We don't want to have a distinct turning road. So where is he actually going? Let's see where is he going. If he decided, yeah, he wants to go over there and wants to go back because he's a fishing truck and actually exported fish. So now we did have fixed the house. Well, look at it. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that very nice to look at? Not sure if we did actually change anything. We still have the same 80-ish, 82-ish traffic flow, so there's nothing to happen with that one. But we solved some issues which could be a problem, and trucks may have a shorter time to actually arrive somewhere. And that's very, very important because in industry, when some industry is not able to... So, okay, let's play this through. We have a fish factory. The fish factory is actually not having enough fish. So now the harbor is actually having fish. Not now, but if he has. And the harbor now decides where to bring that fish. Because he cannot keep the fish, he has to bring it away. And now if he decides, okay, the factory needs some fish, I'm going to bring it there. So now this harbor brings fish to that factory. So what happens now is this factory doesn't need any longer fish because it's already getting a delivery order for that sort of fish. So while the factory doesn't have fish right now, but it's already satisfied by some delivery. And what happens now if this harbor is actually saying, I have too much fish, I need to bring it anywhere. And then he has this factory, inside this factory says, no, I have already my delivery for the fish. And the longer the time is to that truck to actually reach the fish factory from the harbor, the longer you have this factory saying, no, I don't need fish. And I'm not totally sure if it's planned to have multiple trucks going there or it's always only one truck going there. Because we do have that issue if this factory has not enough fish because it's empty. But we do have so much fish in there. If you look here, where is it? Over there in the exports, we are exporting tons of fish. We do have massive amounts of fish. So there should never be a factory without fish. But the problem is this factory now says, no, I don't need fish. Maybe I need fish. So one truck, one harbor is actually delivering fish up there. And until this truck arrives right now, and now he says, okay, I need even more fish. And now the next harbor can bring stuff in there. And that's the problem because we don't have any warehouses to store actually fish. That's a big issue you can only solve by having more and more fish factories and try to match the production with the consumption, but in a way that you always have a little bit less production than consumption. And then you have another problems because the fish factory says, oh, I need fish, but no harbor is actually delivering me fish, no harbor has fish, let's import fish. And then you have the problem that you have to import fish even when you don't actually need to import someone because you could just put more harbors in there. But the problem is that, the issue, which really you would need some sort of warehouse or storage for fish, and until then you have to live with occasional warnings about not enough fish, when even there is lots of fish and there's enough fish. So this episode is over, I think, and we talked a little bit about traffic, and what we still could use, we could use a little glimpse about our traffic. What we did here, we do already have a bypass over there, because all the cars coming from the highway are actually forced to go around the island. And what they partly do is they go over there and then they turn around, use that road and then go over there. So they actually did get a bypass over there. So everyone coming from here wanting to go over there can do that. So that's one thing over here. Anything else here? Nothing. That's basically everything about that one. Let's have a quick look about the city. Where is the other hotspots of traffic? So we do have some traffic over there. Not exactly sure why this is basically red. Must be some issue with very close together nodes or something, because there's not so much traffic. The same is here. There's not much traffic, but you do have the entrance to the parking space in here, and I think because of the breakdowns this is all slowed down, and that's the reason, because it's red. So we do have a lot of traffic in here. It is a lot of traffic, and what we did here actually is we already had some problems with pedestrians. So if you don't have the pedestrians path, so pedestrians cannot change the road, they will go through the roundabout and they will slow down like this guy here. Look at this. Look at this guy. The Aspen Brown, Mr. Aspen Brown is a tourist, and the tourist is for some reason not able to use the pedestrian path, which is right over there. You may not see it, but there is a pedestrian path over there. And he, for whatever reason, decided no, he needs to go directly onto the highway road through the roundabout, and yeah. That's it. So we have High Wealth Senior. He has too much money up there. He wants to use public transport, but for whatever reason he's not going to use the predefined paths to do so. So yeah, but this is just one guy, he doesn't matter so much. But if you don't have any crossings over there, like these bridges over there, they will all flock inside there and they will all do all the traffic issues, so we don't want to have that. So what we did is we have a tunnel for the pedestrians down here to switch the roadside up here and a bridge over there so they can go here, and that's something you really need to know. And I'm also using road controller to place the pedestrian crossings where I want them, because regularly they would be there and I don't want them to be here because they always try to stop the traffic flow. So what else do we have here? We do have yeah, there, that's true. There's not much we can do about that one. For like a little bit of the node controller to smooth all that out, and that could help, and making more lane mathematics in here so every lane is dedicated. Not too sure about that, but it's not a big issue. We do have a big issue over there. No, we don't have a big issue over there. It's already pretty nice. So every car has its own. We do have some graphical glitch in here for whatever reason because we used node controller too much. But basically, there is no problem. Not sure why the game is making this red. I don't see any problem in here. Where is the other issues here? We do have a very problematic. Yeah, that one. So yeah, we do have this one problem. This is because of the train cargo hub, and that one is as well because of the train cargo hub and all the cars going down here and interfere. There's not too much we can about that one. It's already very optimized and the flow is actually pretty good. So I don't see any reason to change something for that one, but I see reason to actually change that one. So we do have that one, and right now you can already see that the cars are heavily slowing down, and there is some issue. I think one of the issues is actually using node controller, and there's a lot of interference. Look at this, flying cars all over, and this happens because of the node controller. Let's see if we can find the problem. Too sure, but I think it's just too much. So let's bring that down to 18. Oh, not 180, just 18, and see if that fixes the issue with the flying cars. Yeah, we don't have flying cars anymore. That's much better. The flow is much better, so keep an eye about that numbers. You just cannot smooth them out too high. So let's give this a little bit down as well. But anyway, that intersection type we already had it over there, and we changed that one heavily in order to not have any issues with traffic, and that's much better. Look at the flow. Look at that flow. Isn't that nice to watch? We should actually make the same transformation, not exactly the same, but something like that over here as well. We do have a lot of interfering traffic over there. This is not very good. Over there it's not very good. We do have the flying cars there as well, so we should care for that here. Making that 180 should solve the issue, making that 180 again. That as well. And that should solve the issue with the flying cars, but still it's just an odd interception. Yeah, it was made right at the start of the city when we started out with the city we had this sort of intersection. It's not really good. It's suited well for not too much traffic like there, but there is a lot of slowdowns involved. So yeah, we learned a lot during the life of the city. So these intersection types, they have no future, and we have to change them sooner or later. Another traffic issue, not car related but train related, is that one. And right now at the current moment I cannot turn that one on. So we do have the automatic vehicle despawning on. That's not because of cars, it's actually because of trains, because we have the big issue with these train intersections. They tend to interlock. So not sure if we can make an example right now. Let's pause it. Yeah, right now. So let's assume we have a traffic jam. For whatever reason, there's a train standing, and this train is not able to move on. Yeah, and now it stays in there, and now this complete lane is actually blocked, and I think that lane is completely blocked, and that lane is still open. So we do have one lane open, but it's a potential that these intersections are actually interlocking each other. And the only thing you can do in that case is removing the trains stuck in that intersection. So that's not very good. That's a bad example of an intersection. That's not going to work in that way, because as long as we don't have the ability to place actually train signals, that's not going to work. And I have to say, with the original parts of the train network, like only having the two-way train track, it's basically not really solvable. You always will have problems. So we do have a mod for that one, which brings yourself some other road types, like that one-way train tracks and all that stuff. And that's the way you should go and make your intersections. I'm not sure there is an example in the industry zone I can show you. Like here. So what happens here is the train earlier, that train over there, right there, wanted to go over there, used that train track. So it moved over there. And for whatever reason, when it wasn't able to proceed, it had to stand in there. And now the whole main train line was blocked by this one train. So what happened now is the train going to over there needs to use the bypass. So it will not cross any other train tracks and will not block any other train traffic. And these, if they come back, they will still block the main train track, but that's not an issue because this should never be blocked as well. So yeah, that's an issue you should keep in mind when working with trains. There's a lot of headache involved with train networks because you're already limited to the signals you can actually use, but you cannot use any signals. Okay, like that. I think we're finished with this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this time and have learned something about traffic handling and analyzing of how to solve different things. And I hope to see you soon in the next episode. Have a nice day, have a nice night. Bye bye.